clearly expect better from what happened at Rollins. It might be one for the forecast with Venetian Sun going head to head. The Powerhouses is live at 3:35. 2-year-olds next though, Richard.
And Mood Queen's last in for this Duchess of Cambridge Stakes, sponsored by Bet365, Group 2 contest for the fillies over 6 furlongs. They all leave the stalls. Argentine Tango moves forward early, but there is no great pace on early. Spicy Mark seeing a bit of daylight, and also moving forward is Mood Queen. Taken back is Venetian Sun in the blue colours, then the red cap of Shine On Me, and early on Royal Fixation. Pace has picked up because pretty free on the front end. Mood Queen is enthusiastic, and Spicy Mark likewise. In third is Argentine Tango towards the far side. Venetian Sun also in that trio towards the far side, getting a lead in there. Meanwhile, Shine On Me is just manoeuvred to the left-hand side in the red cap of the near side group, with Royal Fixation last. Not too much between the two groups. Spicy Mark racing alongside Mood Queen. Shine On Me just begins to improve with Argentine Tango. Venetian Sun, Clifford Lee still biding his time. There's plenty of room between the two groups for her to challenge, and then behind these Royal Fixation. So now making their way down towards the final couple of furlongs. Venetian Sun in the centre, Spicy Mark, Argentine Tango to the right hand side, and then Shine On Me, and this is where Venetian Sun is asked to go through the gears. Argentine Tango on the far side trying hard. On the near side, Royal Fixation is staying on, but Venetian Sun it is who leads. But on the near side, Royal Fixation is finishing very strongly. Royal Fixation coming at Venetian Sun, who last home by a neck. Venetian Sun took it possibly easy in the closing stages. Royal Fixation did get close, however, stayed on strongly. Shine On Me, Argentine Tango, Spicy Mark and Mood Queen. Venetian Sun held on by a neck, and to be honest was probably never going to get caught, but Royal Fixation did devour quite a bit of the leader's advantage in the closing stages. They pulled clear of Argentine Tango, Shine On Me and Spicy Mark. That's the first time Venetian Sun hasn't looked the strongest in the finish compared to the rest of the field. She had her race won by then. She's in the Lowther over 6, the Moyglare over 7. It'll be interesting to see if they do decide to begin to move up in trip on this big filly, who has won Starman's first crop, and he's got a really good one in Venetian Sun. But Royal Fixation flashed a fair amount of speed in those closing stages, so an interesting race for the future in the Duchess of Cambridge.
Well, Richard, she's won at 2-5. If you were on at 2-5, Jason, at one point you thought, here we go, away we go, and then suddenly, uh-oh.
Maybe second run, quicker conditions again. You know, she'd had a fairly hardish race despite winning fairly comfortably at the Royal Meeting. She's got nothing to beat, she goes away from the pack here, and she quickly asserts on that part. And I would wonder if Clifford could tell if she went again or she was just running out of petrol. I don't know. It's last one to challenge, maybe right on top of the line. She was coming up for air late on.
Yeah, and the challenger came not right up her girth, didn't she? So Royal Fixation had a bit of a gap between her and the leader, probably on purpose, not wanting to give the eventual winner Venetian Sun something to run up against. I think she's done it fine. There is a good chance that Royal Fixation is improving at a rate of knots, and despite me not being particularly positive about her physically, she's clearly got an engine, and she's built on that debut at first.
It's run really well on the left there. Royal Fixation for opulent thoroughbreds, who would have got very excited in the run late on for Will Buick and Ed Walker. We might have the last laugh with you, Francesca. Here they go, cheering their filly. Doesn't quite get there. And she's lost her hat.
Well, here's Clifford Lee. Second time Carl Burke's won this race. He won it with Dan Dalla. Clifford, they seem to go a strong pace there. Is that why just at the end she seemed to have almost done enough?
No, I almost felt like when I went for I almost half felt like I wasn't going to pick up very quick. And then I just almost felt I was alone. I could have done with something else to aim at inside that final furlong.
So it's just loneliness, really?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, when Burke, I felt like up the hill he was coming to me pretty quick, and my filly then went on again the last sort of few strides.
Yeah, I know the feeling. This walk-back job can get lonely at times, and you just feel, done enough for the day. But going forward, this is a race that's been won by all sorts of horses. You've got like a horse like Diminuendo, who went to the Oaks. Morge, who won a 1,000 guineas. What do you think we've got here as far as distance going forward?
Look, she's a lovely filly. She's 1 over 6, and I think she's a very settled filly, and it wouldn't surprise me if she does stay nearly a mile.
So in the back of your mind, are you dreaming Clifford Lee 1,000 guineas winner.
Oh yeah, you've got a dream, haven't you?
Yeah. She looks, and the better the race, will that suit her in some ways, with more company, you know, once she's in Group 1 company?
Yeah, no, 100%. I feel like when you're with better horses, you get more pace in the race and you get a few more runners. When you've only got a small field like this, it's hard to pick out what's going to go forward. And like I say, I tried to pick out the best I could. I followed the better horses, and when I went for I just maybe got there too soon and nothing to aim at.
Big win for Clifford Lee on a day when we really do have Venetian Sun.